Avnet, Google, and Apple. Dan Fitzpatrick, founder of StockMarketMentor.com, is here to tell us how and when to buy 3 stocks he saw on TV. So Dan, last night on Mad Money, Jim Cramer spoke with the chairman and CEO of electronics company Avnet, which just announced a 1.5% dividend after releasing better than expected quarterly results. Cramer said the stock's been a rocket ship and is going higher. How does it look to you from a technical standpoint?
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good, Brittany. If you look at it on a weekly chart, you'll see the stock is actually just kind of breaking out really of a multi-year consolidation. So it's really hitting multi-year highs even today. But here's the thing, as a short-term trader, and every long-term investment starts with a short-term trade. As a short-term trader, I'd want to wait a little bit. You've missed the move over the last few days. The stock ran up quite a bit. It's stalling out now. I want to be picky on this stock. I would wait till it even falls down to, say, 38. Couple bucks below where it is right now, but in my world, $2 is real money.
It's definitely real money. And Cramer also said last night that the economy in Europe is roaring back now, and Google and Apple are 2 ways to play the comeback. In fact, he said Google could experience a breakout quarter because of Europe. So should we buy in?
I wouldn't yet, not on Google. I think Jim will probably be right, but timing is everything. Google has been, for a while now, it's been trading sideways since mid-May, and there's always the open question with a chart guy like me. Is that sideways consolidation after a big move higher? Is that a top? Or is it just a basing pattern where the stock's going to move even higher? Google now seems to me like it's falling out of bed. I think maybe Jim will be right on the next quarter, but we got a lot of trading to do between now and then. I think Google's probably going to fall. If it gets back down to 800, that's when I'd buy it.
All right. Well, Cramer also thinks Apple has big business in Europe, and there is so much controversy on how to play this stock. And of course, the real question is on future growth. Carl Icahn is obviously a believer, having just disclosed a large stake in Apple. What's your take?
Yeah, I think when Carl realizes how much just one little tweet moved the stock, he may become a real short-term trader. I like Apple. I think that it is cheap. The big question is, what's next? They can't just keep doing iPhones forever. But technically, I think the stock is a little overbought. 500 is a big ceiling. It's an obvious selling point for the stock, and we saw that this morning. If you're already in, I think it just depends on your time frame. I own a pretty big chunk of Apple, though not at Carl's level, and I'm just holding it for long-term investment. Short-term, I think you want to wait for the stock to break out. That's when you buy. Until it does that, you got plenty of time to let this stock just consolidate where it is.
All right, thanks so much, Dan Fitzpatrick, founder of StockMarketMentor.com. I'm Brittany Umar for The Street.